All right, Warden Clark, it's 1:30, and we are now live. I'll turn it over to you to call the meeting to order.
I will call the meeting to order, and first I'll look for a roll call from my clerk to make sure I have a quorum.
Thank you, Warden. Through you, we do have most of the members of council present with a few exceptions. Deputy Warden Coughlin has sent her regrets with alternate councillor Anita Moore in attendance. We're currently missing, and if I get any of these wrong, please shout out the fact that you are here. We have Councillor Gordon absent. Councillor Hamlin is absent. Councillor Leduc is absent. Councillor Prost is absent. Councillor Sondu is absent. And Councillor Snell is absent. And finally, we do have Councillor Greenlaw absent with alternate Councillor Lori Hutchison in attendance. So you do have your quorum. Thank you, Warden.
Thank you very much. And listen, thanks everybody for clearing your schedule and making this meeting. I don't think there's any surprise. The optics didn't look good on what happened yesterday. I know we weren't well received by the public and media, but I have faith in this council. I really do. I believe we can move on from this. We've always worked together with a team. We've always been a team. What I do need to say on behalf of all of us is this does not reflect on Simcoe County and Simcoe County's ability to deliver the services that we do. The services we deliver here at Simcoe County, whether it be paramedics, long-term care, social housing, our forestry, our roads, and the many other services are second to none across the province of this Ontario. And I know each and every one of us is committed to seeing that those services carry on, which is why the meeting's happening today, to carry on those services. What happened yesterday, I understand, was a political issue over a political matter, not over the services that we deliver. And I want to put full confidence out to the folks there that the team at this table is fully committed to Simcoe County and the services we deliver. So with that, I would look for an approval of the agenda. I'll try and get hands as I see you. Councillor Van Stavern and Councillor Rawson, that the agenda for March 26, 2025 meeting of the Special County Council be approved. All in favor? That is carried. Opposed, if any? I do have to ask because we're on Zoom, not seeing any. Disclosure of pecuniary interest. Is there a member that has a disclosure of pecuniary interest? If you find yourself in that situation, shout out just in case I don't see you. Presentations and deputations, we have none. Consent agenda. Councillor Burkett.
Thank you, through you, your worship. Moved by myself, second by Councillor Norcross, that the Council Communications and Proclamations March the 11th, 2025 to March the 24th, 2025, having given due consideration, be received.
Thank you. Questions? I didn't see any yesterday, assuming none today. So all in favor of receiving? Opposed, if any? So that is carried. Thank you. Adoption of the council minutes. I don't have a deputy warden, so I'll look for a mover and a seconder that the following council minutes being confirmed and adopted. Committee of the whole reports to be confirmed. County Council minutes March 11th, 2025. Council composition public meeting special council minutes March 11th, 2025. Committee of the whole report March 11th, 2025. Committee of the whole confidential report March 11th, 2025. Moved by Councillor Measures, second by Councillor Evans. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That is carried. Thank you. That's show. Committee of the whole report. Councillor Evans, if you could do performance management for us.
Thank you, Warden. Yes, item number 7, presentation, consideration, and committee of the whole report. Moved by myself and seconded by Councillor Norcross, the resolution being that the performance management recommendations contained within the committee of the whole report dated March 11th, 2025 be approved, including the confidential item. Back to you, Warden.
Thank you. Any items to be pulled? Not seeing any. So all in favor? Opposed, if any? Seeing none, that is carried. Councillor Measures, Human Services, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. We're at item 7.2, the Committee of the Whole Report for Human Services for March 11, 2025. The resolution moved by myself and seconded by Councillor Brian Smith, that the Human Services recommendations contained within the Committee of the Whole report dated March 11, 2025 be approved.
Any items to be pulled? Not seeing any, so all in favor? Any opposed? That is carried. Thank you. And Vice Chair Miskmans, as Lynn is driving, I won't get her to read any motions, so if you'd be kind enough to do corporate services.
Good afternoon, Morton, and through you. We're on 7.3, Committee of the Whole Report Corporate Services for March 11th, 2025. I have a resolution that the corporate services recommendations contained within the Committee of the Whole report dated March 11th, 2025 be approved. Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Dolan.
Thank you. Any items to be pulled? Not seeing any, so all in favor? And any opposed? That is carried. Thank you. Closed session, we have none. Consideration of bills, minus one certain bill. Councillor Norcross.
Sorry, thank you, Your Worship. Of course, through you. Move by myself, second by Councillor Burkett, that bills number 712025, 712125, and 712225 be enacted as bylaws of the County of Simcoe. Thank you.
Okay, any issues on the bills? Yes, Councillor Gordon.
Hi, thank you. Just addressing the elephant in the room, the one we're not passing. I just want some validation that in fact it'll be on our next council agenda in 2 weeks. And just putting it out there for those who are watching, it would be lovely if we didn't have a repeat of yesterday's political action and we can actually move the matter of this county forward at the next meeting in 2 weeks, assuming we will be revisiting that topic then.
Yeah, as I said in the papers, that bill will be next council meeting. These are the bills that from everything today is from the Committee of the Whole. And that's what we're trying to finish up. So on the bills, any other questions or comments? All in favor?
Warden,
Yes.
we did have a card out from
I'm
Councillor
sorry,
Fryer.
before, Councillor Fryer, I did not see
I know there's a lot to look up on the screen. See, so thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay. In regards to 9.2, I just wanted to, is Treasurer Wilcox with us?
Do we have Trevor?
Sorry about that. I was just trying to find my mouse to
All right.
like
Yeah.
that. Yes. Yes. Any questions?
And sorry, there wasn't time, General Manager Wilcox, to check with you on this first. I wanted to briefly review over and above what we discussed when the consultant presented a couple of meetings ago. I've been doing some work due to questions I've got from my Collingwood Council members, and I'm planning on reporting to them on Monday. So the table in number 8 on page 3, would it be possible to get an understanding of how the calculation is made to determine those proportions?
Yes, I think it'd be best if you just email that to me and I can give you the information.
Okay, we'll do it that way then.
Is that good, Councillor? Yeah.
Yeah, I in looking at it, I see a growth factor of 6.2% for Collingwood, and that's quite a bit higher than anything we use for our own purposes. So I'm trying to make sure that there's a matching up between the county and the municipal changes, because as I say, I've got to deal with my own council about it.
Excuse me.
We can send through the
Councillor
consultant.
Proust is trying to get in.
Oh,
She said no one's letting her in. I just got an email.
Oh, okay.
This is Jonathan. I'm not seeing Councillor Prost in the waiting room, and I do see the email from her, and I'll be responding. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
thanks, Judith.
I responded to her. She's trying to get in the Teams, which was the default. You got to scroll down and click on Zoom. I made the same mistake, so I just replied to her as well for what it's worth.
Okay, thank you, and we'll wait for the councillor. And Councillor Fryer, are you satisfied?
Yeah, I just was trying to explain why I've asked the question, because as I say, I see quite a bit high growth factor for us in changing our proportion. So my intention had been only to briefly ask about it, and then I'm probably going to follow up with staff And I've got some concerns because I've voiced this before about impact and the lack of action by the province. And I think there's a looming chaos coming for us. And when I see these types of things, it suggests to me that Collingham is going to get hit harder than others. So I want to try to get an understanding of that. And there's people on council, the Collingham Council, that will ask specific questions about this. So I just wanted to bring it up. I have no problem with the report, and I'm fully purported to support it. But in light of things, I'm trying to make sure I understand the proportions.
Okay.
Correct.
Any other questions on the bills? Not seeing any this time. Shout out if there is. All in favor? Opposed, if any? So that is carried. And lastly, the confirmatory bylaw. Councillor Norcross.
Thank you, Your Worship. Through you, moved by myself, second by Councillor Evans, that bill number 712325 be enacted as a bylaw of the County of Simcoe. Thank you, Your Worship.
Thank you. All in favor? Thank you. Opposed, if any? I don't think you can. That is carried. And last, that the March 26, 2025 meeting at County Council be adjourned at 1:42 p.m. Moved by Councillor Lavoie, second by Councillor Anderson. Thank you, everybody. All in favor? That is carried. Take care.